What's going on, everybody? Gormy here. Today, I'm going to be bringing you guys my version of Eddie Howe's 4231. Now, a lot of people, which you will probably see here on YouTube as my camera lags, this is awesome. Gotta love Streamlabs, you know. But a lot of people that you will see doing Eddie Howe's tactic here on YouTube are always doing it as a 4-3-3. If you actually look at it and how they line up a majority of the time, it is a 4-2-3-1 that changes into a 4-3-3. So today we are covering Eddie Howe's 4-2-3-1. And what is nice about Eddie Howe's 4-2-3-1 is that I have two different versions in one video for you guys. So I'm going to be going over the more solid and all-around team play type one today, but I will have my Discord linked down below where you guys will be able to download both versions. There is the base Eddie Howe 4-2-3-1 and then the Eddie Howe 4-2-3-1 attack, which allows you to score a few more goals and be able to be, as it says, a little bit more attacking. So if you guys happen to enjoy today's video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button? Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, like I had said, there are two different versions. This is the base 4-2-3-1 version that throughout all the tests that I did, which I tested both tactics multiple times, Newcastle never dropped below 5th with this tactic. This is with no signings being made. I'm not plugging in any certain players, any certain positions. So you could have Ryan Fraser play every single game, which he actually did a majority of the time, even though over on the right wing, it has been Miguel Almiron a majority of this season. But Newcastle, as we can see here within this test, finished in 4th on 71 points, did fairly solid. And what is awesome about it is that, as we can see here early on in the season, they were unbeaten for a long while, and then they dropped their first loss for some reason against Nottingham Forest. But overall, they did absolutely phenomenal. If they could have kept that form like the entire season, they would have finished on an unbelievable amount of points. So looking at what type of contributions you're going to be getting from players from these different roles, Mr. Alexander Isaac played the advanced forward role within this tactic, which you guys will see in a moment. He was the leading scorer for the side, scoring 29 goals and 42 42 apps, 42 games started. There we go. But he was runner-up to Erling Haaland within the Premier League for the Golden Boot race. Then Miguel Almiron actually with 11 goals. In this test, Ryan Fraser did not play a whole heck of a lot, but in his 3 starts still had 3 goals and 3 assists. But Miguel Almiron would play either the center attacking mid or the right wing area within this tactic, because Alan St. Maximin would play either attacking mid or the left wing. Same thing with Joe Linton or Mr. Anthony Gordon. And as we can see here, Mr. Callum Wilson did not start a whole heck of a lot, but even though he started 1 game and had 16 appearances off the bench, he still contributed with 4 goals. So overall, you will get goal contributions from a majority of the players within the side. And then assist-wise, everyone tries to contribute where they can, more so who is going to be playing in that left wing position, which I can guarantee you is probably Alan St. Maximin from the looks of things here with 8 goals and 15 assists. And then Mr. Joe Linton at that attacking mid role, also playing on the left wing from time to time with 5 goals and 10 assists. So that is where you'll see majority of the playmaking coming from. So here we are with the tactic, Eddie Howe's 4-2-3-1, but the Gormy version of it. We start with an advanced forward on attack up top with an inside forward on attack on the left wing, an attacking midfielder on support, a winger on attack on the right wing, an anchor on defend with a segundo volante on support, so they are in the defensive midfielder areas instead of the central midfielder areas. Then 2 fullbacks on support, 2 central defenders on defend, and a goalkeeper on defend. Now, one thing that I am going to let you guys know right now, if you guys plan on using this tactic within your saves or within drafts, whatever you plan to use it with, you will definitely perform better than this test has. I have started to notice big time recently with tactic testing that the more the user plays, the better the tactics are going to do. So even though Newcastle finished in 4th with this tactic, they're actually probably able to finish 3rd, 2nd, or even in 1st, especially with the money they have, because there were no signings made for this. So I mean, the likes of Jamal Lewis and Emil Kraft we're playing games. But with this tactic, the winger on attack will be a very important role. That is the Miggy Almiron role, kind of where he has been situated this year within Eddie Howe's side. And what he likes to do a majority of the time, which if you guys see game film of Newcastle, he likes to get to the byline and then kind of cut in from there, or try and whip in across from there, or hit a banger of a goal while cutting inside from that area. Now, on the attacking midfield role, that is a majority of the time where you will see Joe Linton playing. So Joe Linton will kind of be the cleanup type man. That is what your attacking midfielder on support guy with this tactic will be doing the majority of the time. And then probably the most important role within this tactic is the Segundo Volante on support, which I will have a video coming out in the near future in regards to the Segundo Volante. It is, with Bruno Guimaraes, it is absolutely incredible with this tactic, and he is vital to it. Not only just in this version, but in the attacking version as well, because in the attacking version, it is a Segundo Volante on attack, which will allow Bruno to just absolutely dominate the game. But now getting into the instructions on these roles, the advanced forward on attack has shoot more often. The inside forward on attack has crosses aimed at center and shoot more often. The attacking midfielder on support has take more risks, crosses aimed at the far post and moving in channels. The winger on attack has crosses aimed at center and shoot more often. The anchor on defend was left as is. The Segundo Volante on support has take more risks and move into channels. Both fullbacks on support have take more risks, cross more often, crosses aimed at center, and dribble less. Central defender on defend, both of them were left as is, and the goalkeeper on defend was also left as is. One thing I will let you guys know about this tactic before we get into the mentality and possession, transition, out of possession, instructions over there on the left-hand side, is that when Newcastle are playing this 4-2-3-1, or what eventually becomes a 4-3-3, majority of the time when you guys see Newcastle playing, is that in that fullback on support role on the left hand side, it is not always Mr. Matt Target. It is sometimes Dan Burn, which is why with the fullback on support, you can sometimes, if you wish to, especially if you are playing a left back that is kind of like a Dan Burn, take off the cross more often, because it will allow him to kind of play more defensive and play more to his style, because Dan Burn and kind of players like Dan Burn aren't elite level crossers. And I'm not saying Matt Target is by any means, but definitely take it off if you are, for instance, if you are managing Newcastle. Take it off if you're playing Dan Burn there, and keep it on if you're playing Matt Target there. Now, getting into the mentality, it is played with a positive mentality because it gives you the best of both worlds with attacking and defending. When in possession, we play fairly wide, pass into space, play out from the defense, use low crosses in the final third, and have a slightly higher tempo. When we're in transition, we counter press, counter and distribute quickly to the defense. And once we're out of possession, we use a mid-block, standard defensive line, more often trigger press, and use the trap outside for the pressing trap. So overall, this tactic is very solid, as is the attacking version, which once again, if you guys want to use that will be linked in my Discord, which will be linked down below in the description. You will be able to download both tactics, and if you prefer the attacking one over the base one, obviously go ahead and use that. But both are very solid, and if you have a player like a Bruno Guimaraes, he is going to be very good in the Segundo Volante role. But now that we have gone over all this, let's see how it performs in the match engine. Well, after seeing how it performs within the match engine, it looks absolutely amazing. Bruno looks absolutely insane in that Segunda Volante role. I mean, the link up play looks great. Even the set pieces that will be attached to it looked pretty good when they were highlighted as well. But I mean, hey, if you are using this game in, game out, manually doing what needs to be done to ensure that you have the best chance at winning, you are going to absolutely blow the opposition away by using this Eddie Howe 4-2-3-1. Whether it is this version, the base version, or the attacking version, you are going to absolutely fall in love with playing this style of football and having a Segunda Volante in your side as well. So if you guys did happen to enjoy today's video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit that sub button? And if you'd like to download this tactic or the attacking version, once again, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description. That is where you guys will be able to download it and give it a go. Also, sorry for the lagging on the camera and whatnot. I've been trying to get that sorted out. Hopefully I have it sorted out soon. But yeah, with that being said, until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.